Hello and welcome to the Dig Show, everyone. My name is Scootsy16, and we're here for another video in the Road to the Show series. Dig Efordo is 3 seasons into his career, and we are doing our best to develop that man into a legend. He started as a D-rated shortstop, and over the first season, we were able to bump him to a D+. Not a ton of development in Season 2. However, his production popped off pretty well in Season 2. And in Season 3, we were able to get him up to a C-. Now, there was a big power boost at one point early in the season, a +6 power and +3 speed that actually bumped him into the C- category. Overall, in Season 3, we spent $970,300, which is the most we've spent in a season, on 5 different PDOs, and we also had one random arc, which was -3 to his fielding. Across the entire season, he gained 6 power, 2 contact, 7 speed, and 2 fielding. No change to his arm rating, and hopefully he is primed to take another step forward here in Season 4. As you can see, we see some progress on the production side of things. I've been manipulating the team to ensure that Dig can start consistently. I'm hoping that that shouldn't be a problem this season either. But as you can see in Season 3, Dig hit his first ever home run of his career. He also managed to knock in 7 RBIs, which is now a season record for him. He had 6 the previous season. Just continuing to progress in a lot of areas. He struck out less. The average was about the same, with a couple of less hits and a couple of less at-bats. Runs, he scored more extra base hits, equal amount of walks. He did not steal any bases this time, or this past season, but he is looking pretty good. Here's his overall rating: 18 power, 31 contact, 53 speed, 98 fielding, and 69 arm. That is what Dig is looking like right now. And we head into Season 4. Just to look at the roster as I kind of went through the offseason in between videos, I did move, I think it was Dwayne Butterfingers for Sammy Shigatani, so just a small move there. I brought in Tish Ballin as one of our options in the outfield, backup option, and will likely be the case. And then I brought in Wagyu Takobi just to free up a little bit of extra money there. No other notable move or any moves at all for the team. You see, we still have Sakta. I actually did give Dig Efordo, I think he was getting paid $1.7 million. I gave him what he was asking for, which was $2 million. He really only wanted that. Actually, I should do that at the end of the episode. I'll at least decide on him or on the video so you all can see that. But he wanted like $0.3 million more, and it was like a 92% chance, so I was going to just give him the extra money. It wasn't a whole lot more, and he's actually valued at 2.7, so we're still underpaying the man, but he's been producing, so let's see if he can warrant another raise this season. So we'll sim ahead to our next game. Actually, I don't think we have anything player development-wise. Yeah, we don't. So let's sim ahead to our next game. First game of the season for the Overdogs will be against the Crocs. It'll be Werner Bergenberg versus Pearl Pansky. Let's go ahead and check the lineup, make sure that Dig is starting, which there he is. At shortstop, we're starting with Titan Andrade behind the plate. Kept the closer to see how much we can develop him. It'll be really interesting to see how much he progresses. Remember, we're likely to see more pass balls because of the two-way catcher trait, which is just super weird. All right, let's sim ahead. First game of the season, we get ahead, we fall behind, we get back ahead, and we win. 5-4 victory against the Crocs, so a great start to the season. We'll do a quick peek here in just a moment on whether Dig was part of that big winning effort. I think between these two, I'll just go with the cheaper option and Filet. Another one, okay. Neither one mean too much, so I'll just do with the more expensive option to boost his loyalty. All right, simming ahead to the next game. Let's go ahead and check the team stats first to see what Dig did. First game of the season, he went 0 for 3. He did not strike out at all, but not a great showing to start the season for Good old Dig Affordo. Let's see what happened since that game ended. A couple of development opportunities for a few different players, a transaction there. We do already have movement for Dig here. So after game 1, he is going to be getting a chance at a contact boost, which is really, really wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and get into the development. We'll start with Dig. This is going to cost us, let me just put this, I'm still tracking my notes over here, $250,700. And it is a chance to gain 2 contact, you gain 2 contact, 1 fielding, and a chance for 2 more contact. This will actually max out his fielding. He's looking at getting some stimulates. He says these are sure to shake off that pesky urge to sleep. So Dig just trying to keep that effort up all day long and all night long. So you can decide for yourself what you think he might need those stimulants for. Let's go ahead and get into this one. 2 contact, 1 fielding. Can he get the bonus 2? We really need to get that contact rating boosted. He does not get it. He does max out fielding though at 99, and he's now at he's at 33 for contact. So plus 2 contact, and it looks like those stimulants have been able to help him improve his fielding and contact at least a little bit. Not a big move, but it's funny I said big move when we have this song playing right now. Not a significant change, but again, every little bit of that progress is going to help him out a lot. Let's clear out the rest of these just by giving those boosts. So there's the 2 speed. No bonuses for Andrade. Churl has gotten really good. He's continuing to improve. Let's see. Felix just got Wild Thing, which is unfortunate. These are kind of like side missions that I'm on, is just to see these young players develop and see how good they can become. But I'm not as concerned about the negative side effects of some of these, unless we really are worried about them. So, all right, set the lineup for the next game. This time against the Grapplers. Andrade is rattled. Let's see. Did he have any? He had 4 pass balls in that game. I really think it's irritating. I don't know why the game works like that. That's so wild. All right. Oh, I am also curious. Sakta with a home run already, so that's nice to see. So we have the lineup set. Dig in the number 8 spot. Let's see how well he did. How well he does here. We fall behind, and we almost get shut out. We end up going losing 5-2. Let's drop JDL. Kind of arbitrary which options I'm picking here. And send me to our next game against the Heaters. So Dig was 0 for 3 in the first game. Let's see how he did in game 2. He went 1 for 2. Why did he only get 2 at-bats? Oh, he had a sacrifice. So he must have advanced a runner. He had a single, and he had a sacrifice hit. And might have been a sac bunt to move a runner ahead. Churl gets a home run. Sakta now up to 4 RBIs. I can't remember what he was at before. And he got his first hit of the season. So Dig making some moves there. Let's see. Rusty gets a fielding boost. Development for Sakta. Chance to lose power versus righties. Don't know if that's a good idea. Filet with plus 10 fielding is huge. We wish that we could have gotten that for Dig. Couple of other development options, none for Dig. So we'll clear these out. I'm going to try this one for Dig. I know there's a bit of a risk to lose a good trait here, but to get his power getting close to max out would be pretty cool. So he does not lose power versus righties. He doesn't get the bonus power, but he's up to 95 power now. So again, side mission here. Let's see. Horace gains the screwball, gets plus 2 accuracy there. Tyler will get the bonus 5 velocity, so plus 7 altogether. He's now an A. Bergenberg with a chance to lose the elite slider. Bit concerned about this one. We'll see. He keeps it. Plus 3 velocity, plus 1 junk. He's an A-. Let's see. Shigatani doesn't really matter. She's older. She's got plus 4 power off of this one. And Gertie, 1 velocity, 2 junk, no bonuses there. He's now a B. All right, so those get cleared out. Go ahead and set the lineup. Double check Dig is in there. Let's go ahead and simulate Wagyu to Kobe this time. We get ahead early, long game there as it goes 15 innings, but we lose 2-1. So that's a disappointment. Let's see how Dig did. He was 1 for 5 coming into this game. Man, he had 5 at-bats there. He could not get a hit. He struck out 3 times. Really rough game for Dig. I wonder if he is feeling the effects. Oh, they actually have Rosario in as shortstop here. Don't want that. Dig is neutral mojo, though, so we'll check that in just a moment. Let's see. Since that game ended, some development options, getting all these coming in, and a chance for Dig to gain speed and contact versus lefties. I'd love to see a spirited trait get added in here. That would be wonderful. And we would then adjust the roster to accommodate the yellow traits so that we can get that up to tier 3. So let's get into... Wait, was that it? Yeah, that was it. Okay. So let's start with Dig. Let me get the number here. So how much are we spending? 273,300. And this is plyometrics. Become faster than a line drive and able to leap over tall catchers in a single bound. Sounds like some Superman stuff that I think Dig is perfectly applicable for. He's at 53 speed now. We get a 3 speed boost guaranteed. But can we get +8, and can we get that contact versus lefties trait? Let's see. +3. And he won't get the bonus speed. Will he get the contact trait? He does not get that either. So tough loss there. He doesn't get the, or not loss, but tough miss opportunity there to get another trait in addition to utility. Doesn't boost his rating either, but he's at 56 speed now. So Superman does not get a super trait. Let's go ahead and clear out the rest of these. No bonuses for Felix. Chance for our catcher to gain choker. He avoids that. Contact and speed with a drop in fielding. Trey, no bonuses for him. Rusty Armhorn, no bonuses for him. And Death Row Brian, if he got Rally Stopper, that would have been pretty awesome. He just loses a little bit of accuracy for the velocity gain. And let's set the lineup here. Oh, shoot. I jumped right in. What the heck was that about? We'll get out of this in just a second. Oh, that's because it was somebody else's game. I forgot to sim. Never mind. Sorry, everyone. That's funny. Unless you wanted to watch a freebooter Sawteeth game. All right. We'll sim ahead in just a moment here. I was like, wait, why did that just go straight into it? Okay, now we will set the lineup. Dig's still in there. It's a DH game. We're playing against the Platypi. Oh, no, they're putting Trey Mondo up here in the 6th spot, which is crazy. Okay, sure. Look at all those tense players on the bench. Okay, so the team is set. Dig was 1 for 11 before this game. And don't see his name. Oh, he got an RBI single, it looks like, and we won 15-5. We got 1 hit, so that's nice to see. We'll get the bonus to Filet here for loyalty, a drop for Tish. And let's now sim ahead to our next game. We're sitting at 2-2, a game back of the Buzzards, who we play next. And let's check the team stats. So he was 1 for 11. He went 3 for 4. With an RBI single. He also had a double. He walked. I believe that's it. He also had an error, so hopefully that's the only one this season. But what a game for Diggy. I think he also scored twice, too. So he's batting .267, 4 total hits on the season so far, which is tied for 2nd on the team. So that's exciting to see. Good game for Dig. A 3-hit day for Digafordo. I want to hear from all of you, though. What's a good nickname for Dig? Do you have any thoughts on what you would call Digafordo if you had a nickname for him? Are we going to call him Superman? Just curious to know if you have any thoughts. Maybe there's one out there already. Boost to speed for Noble. Boost to contact for Terrell. Development for a few players here. Tyler, Takobi, Mondo, Sakta, and Terrell, and a couple of players getting dropped there. So nothing for Dig, let's go ahead and clear out these. So just a point blank gain for Sakta there. No bonus trait for Trey. Tyler keeps his composed trait. Terrell will not gain Stealer, but he gets some speed there. Tish, no bonuses. And Takobi, no bonuses for him either. Maybe that next time, that means the next Dig PDO we get will be one that sees his numbers go up. Let's see. Setting the lineup, Dig is in the 8th spot, just ahead of Bergenberg. Sakta's on fire right now. Let's go ahead and simulate. Against the Buzzards, who are leading the division right now, we fall behind and we end up staying behind 7-2. Drops us all the way down to number 4 in the division. Between these two, I don't know. I think Takobi's older than Dixon, so I'll just do that. Fury or Heimlich. I think Fury's harder to keep. God, I'm so sick of all these. I'm going to drop Rosario because he's got the utility infield trait. I don't want him risking taking Dig's time in the lineup. So Dig was 4 for 15. He goes 4 for 19. So, or I mean, he's at 4 for 19. So he was 0 for 4 in that game. Nothing of note. Maybe a strikeout or two. It is hard to keep up with all of those numbers, but not a good game for Dig. He drops down to a 211 average. All right, Filet with development. Andrade with development. Rosario with development. Same with Noble. McFarland, come on, get something for Dig. Dangerfield. Oh, gosh darn it. We just gained 3 speed so that we can lose 2. Should I have to go back and find out what game was the 3 speed that we just paid for a little bit ago. So I can't remember. Actually, hold on. I can do this. I can filter by... Yeah, let's do... Okay, if I do that, that should help me find... Sorry, I just need to go back to the Dig one so that I can note what game it was that we did that one for him. Yeah, Dig, there it is. Okay, so that was game... Game 3. After game 3, we did that. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. And
make sure you take the Mortimer exit to avoid that.
After game 5... he had -2 speed. It's a shame that over the last 4 seasons, he's only had 1, 2, 3, 4 total random moments that have happened, and 3 of those, or 2 of those 4, excuse me, were negative. One of them was really positive. It was that random drop of easy target. Let's see. Dig is learning to stop and smell the roses. So, I mean, I'm glad he's taking in his surroundings, and I'm glad he's appreciating things more, but it sucks that he's getting negative outcomes for random moments at 24 years old. We need every ounce of opportunities to see his numbers go up. All right, let's get these cleared out. So Titan with no bonuses there. And Noble just lost her RBI hero trait, which is a shame. McFarland, nothing notable there. Rosario keeps the tough out trait. Filet does not get any bonuses, but gets a little faster. And gaining +8 power on this roll for Churl. He is getting way better. All right. So we will set the lineup for this next game. And Dig is currently sitting at 4 for 19 with, I believe, 5 strikeouts. Let's go ahead and simulate the game. We get ahead early, we hold it, and we win 2-0. Drop Tyler over Sakta. We're going to keep his loyalty up as high as we can. All right, that's it there. Sim to our next game. We say we get 3-3. Through 6 games in the season. We're going to be facing off against a rattled Bubkins with a 40.50 ERA, which is crazy. All right, let's see. Since that game ended, let's see what Dig did. He was 4 for 19, 5 for 23. So he went 1 for 4 in that game. It was just a single. He He did not strike out. Nothing else of note there, it looks like. So just a single for him in that last game. So Tish, bonus fielding, speed for McFarland. Tish with a opportunity for development. Oh, gosh. Dig with development, but a risk at him gaining choker. We can minimize it if he does get it. He does need the power and speed. We'll come back to this one in just a moment. Let's see what else. Okay, that's all of the development options. All right, so diggy dig. Home refinancing just in time for an off-season vacation. He's focusing on his personal situation, middle of the season. Not ideal. He needs a power boost significantly. The speed, we need to get it back after the loss of 2. And there's a 15% chance to gain choker. So, if he gets this, he's still young. We can work on getting it off of him. I can also bump Spirited to tier 3 to weaken the impact of this, which would be -3 to all in high pressure and -6 in max pressure. Not the worst thing in the world, but definitely not ideal when he's still not in a place of high talent level. So I'm willing to risk this one. I think this makes sense for us to do. What game is it? We just finished game 6. Where are you at, Dig? This one's going to be 270,200. Let me know. Put a comment in there now whether you think this is a mistake or not before you find out what the results are, because I don't want any hindsight, Hanks out there. All right, here we go. We're biting the bullet. Let's do it.
It's good to be home.
Oh, God.
Home
+2 power, +1 speed. Chance for 4 more power. Doesn't get it. Chance for 2 more bonus speed. Doesn't get it. Oh, God. Here we go. Oh, he doesn't get it. Okay, thank God. Okay, so we get +2. Again, another minimal boost, but we'll take all of the boosts that we can. I'm guessing this means that he probably got a pretty favorable interest rate on his home refinance. Maybe that makes things a little bit more affordable for him. Maybe he won't be asking for more money now that he's been able to restructure his home loan there. All right, let's get these other ones cleared out. Some straight across the board bonuses for Horace. No bonuses there for Felix. And Kai Terrell just gained the Science Dealer trait. Tish, no big hack for her. And Death Row does gain Falls Behind, so that's a disappointment there. All right. We have everything lined up. Let's go ahead and set the lineup. Sami Shigatani is hurt. I wonder what happened to her. Just checking as a reminder, 5 for 23 with 5 strikeouts before this game. Let's go ahead and simulate. I think I might start skipping ahead of these. Dig just gets a RBI. I think he had 2 RBIs in that game. It's bonus for Tish. And we'll do bonus for Tyler here. He's more expensive. All right. We'll come back to that in just a second. I just saw that. Let's see what happened during the game. So he was 5 for 23. He goes 2 for 4. He does get another RBI. They were both hits. He had 6 total bases. Now he has 8. He did strike out once. I don't remember if he scored a run, but he definitely got an RBI. I believe he did score a run. So 7 for 27. His average is at 259. 7 hits is tied for second most, just behind Alex Rosario. He's actually outpacing Sakta, who has 6 hits. 2 of them are home runs with 10 RBIs. Cool. All right, so Dig's having another good season so far, as we are 7 games in. We are about to approach the halfway mark. And yes, there is development for Dig, a chance to gain stimulated, which would be huge. And boosts to power, speed, and contact are exactly what he needs. Throw some contact there. Cool. Rusty, Verdant, Noble, Tyler, Shigatani. Boost to power for Kai Fury. fielding for Tish and minus fielding for, or speed for Shigatani. She drops to a C+. All right, let's take a look. We just finished game 7, so let me take that note in here. And this would be 302,400. And what are we doing here? Pie in the sky. In-flight pizza on the next road trip will provide you with an extra boost of protein and carbs. So, hey, I love pizza. I know Dig loves pizza. Let's see how much he loves that pizza. He might be feeling like a pie in the sky if we could get that, any of these bonuses, but especially that stimulated trait would be amazing. Let's see what happens. Wait. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. This one's $441,100. This is the most expensive. Yeah, I'm looking at it. This is the most expensive PDO we've done for Digafordo, and he's just wanting to buy it. He just wants to have some pizza on his next road trip. Let's see what happens. +1 power, 2 speed, 1 contact. Bonus 2 power plus 3 overall. Love that. Doesn't get the bonus speed. And he will get stimulated. And I'm stimulated now after a big roll there for Dig. We avoided Choker earlier. Now he doesn't have a risk of gaining a bad trait because he has 2 traits on him right now. So I'm just making note of these big moves here. And I am going to guess that this is going to boost him to... I bet you this is going to make him a C-rated player. So let's see. That was not an intentional pun. He is now a C-rated player. C overall. That's a big boost for Dig. 3 seasons in, and he is finally... or 4th season into his career, and he's finally a C, where he started as a D. So 1 full letter grade in 4 seasons. It'll pick up there, I promise. Now, with that being said, I think before we go any further, I would like to start bringing in some... I want to start bringing in some crafty players here, so we can get him up to tier 3 in the stimulated trait. So this will be a bit tough to do here, because I am going to have to start getting rid of some players that we might like from the talent perspective, but it's for Dig. It's all for Dig. Let's see if we can get in Vinder here as a center field option. Let's get rid of, I guess, Tish here. Bring in Vinder. That'll be 1 move. We're also going to have to drop some of our traits to tier... one of our chemistries has to drop to tier 1, so we'll make that decision in a moment. Let's see. Cheap options here that are crafty. Let's see if we can bring in Perry Quaker. A clutch player like that's always nice. And Noble just lost the RBI hero trait, so let's just replace her. Now let's see, who else? These are some positive traits, but she's getting overpaid right now. Same with Velo. We could bring in Seymour again. Let's do Emilio here. Let's see, who do we get rid of? Well, there's not a whole lot of options here because we don't want to drop to tier 3 or drop past or below tier 3 for Scholarly there. If we were to get rid of Rusty Armhorn, like Rusty. You know what? I'll get rid of him. We're not worried about it. I don't want to spend too much time doing this. The last option could be getting rid of Colette. Let's see, who else? Get rid of Felix or Horace. Or Titan. Yeah, let's do this because we don't have a whole lot of competitive traits. Although Werner is going to get take a big hit there. All right, relief pitcher like Handero Specialo. Let's get rid of get rid of Titan. It's obviously not working with that pass ball issue that he has. That'll actually drop us to tier 1 in 2 different categories. I'm going to do Titan here, and then I'll fix it. I need to go get a disciplined player. Who would have thought this was just going to be this difficult to deal with? Who do I want to get rid of? Spirited. Paulette Dixon. An outfielder. For Muffin? No, Noodle Arm wouldn't be that great. Simon Sanders, he's below his price point. Sure. I know I got rid of Tish just to bring somebody back in, but it is what it is. All right, whatever. We now are at tier 3 for Crafty and Scholarly, which are both of Dig's traits.
And that's about as far as the story can go without the
I love it.
suspending me.
And if anyone's not familiar with what Stimulated does, it's a 20% chance of a boost to juiced fitness for the last 2.5 innings of a game. So just a random chance that he's going to see all of his attributes skyrocket at the end of a game. We won't really be able to measure that, but hopefully that'll see an increase in his stats. All right, we have to clear out the rest of these really quick. And Tyler just lost reverse splits, which sucks. Shigatani keeps her stimulated trait. Dirty Goatman gains a screwball. And that's it, because we got rid of a couple of other players there. So let's set the lineup. Okay. Yeah, we don't want Handero Specialo at catcher. Dig is locked in the 8th spot, and he is currently sitting at 7 for 27. That's easy to remember. All right, let's get the game going. I'm going to skip this ahead here. So we lose 2-1. Tough loss there. I don't care. I think Takobi's younger. All right, sim ahead. We made it to the halfway point, and I will have to speed things up to make sure that we stay on pace with this video. Before we look at all these opportunities, let's see. How did Dig do? He was 7 for 27. He is now 7 for 31, so we went 0 for 4. I think he struck out once. Tough game for Dig. All right, any development for him? +3 accuracy for Bergenberg. Couple of green traits being added there. Another opportunity for Dig to get his infield position back. Infield backup position back. That would be awesome. And contact boost is necessary for him. Let's see. Filet with +10 fielding. I want one of those big double-digit bonuses for Dig. It just hasn't happened yet. All right, so what do we got here? Meditation. Visualize your next home run and let your mind be as empty as the bases will be. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're meditating. This one's a smaller cost, a 100. All right, 189, 100. Chance for one contact, chance for 3. I'm sorry, one contact, chance for 3 more, and a chance for him to improve back to all infield positions, not just third base. Let's see. Can that meditation help him improve his hitting? No bonus contact. Again, his secondary position back. He will not. So just that money was spent on one contact. Could have been worse. We'll take it. All right. Clear out the rest of these. And nice. Felix just lost Wild Thing, so he's getting better. He's a B-. Acquired the bonus and did not get the negative outcome there for Simon, who we just brought in. No bonus bad ball hitter, which would have been cool. Doesn't gain stealer, but gains the fielding. All right, so that clears all those. All right, we're going to pace this up just a little bit more. We set the lineup. Dig is in the lineup. He's 7 for 31. We lose 4-3 to Hurley Bender and the B Wolves. We'll do Wagyu. We've gotten so many of these manager moments. All right, 7 for 31. He went 9 he's 9 for 35, so he was 2 for 4, both singles. I think he struck out once. No, he didn't strike out. I think that was the last game. Not a big day, but he did get 2 hits, and I think against Hurley Bender possibly, which is pretty impressive. All right, sim ahead. 9 games into the 16-game season. Let's see. Any more development for Dig? We've had quite a bit in this season. Nothing. Wagyu just got plus 11 fielding. Again, another waste. And plus 4 velocity for Felix. All right, let's clear out what we have in here. Vendor, nothing there. Harry doesn't gain Stealer, which would have been funny. Werner keeps his elite slider trait. He's an A-, but he has been getting hit with some negative outcomes. I'd love for him to get K-Neglector trait gone. And Mondo just gained a Volatile, so I don't know. He's such an enigma. Weird, volatile, and stimulated traits for him. He's locked in, too, so he's been playing well. Plus 3 power, no bonus there to put him at 99, but Sakta is looking great. Alex gets some fielding, and that's it for that. Let's set the lineup. Dig is 9 for 35. He's up to 7 in the order now. 9 for 35. We play the Jacks. We beat the Jacks 5-1. We're at 5-5, and we're sitting 1 game back in the division. Gonna drop Churl here. And let's do Adoya. Let me know how you're feeling about the series so far. We have many years left in Dig's career before he will likely hang up the cleats. But let us know, or let me know if you have ideas for adjusting this as we go through these different episodes, or if you have anything else you'd like to see as we get further into this series that we're doing. What was he? 9 for 35, 9 for 37 here. So he does hit a sacrifice fly. He gets another RBI, but doesn't get a hit. His average is at 243, OPS 527, so nothing special. This is definitely, I think, a down year for Dig compared to the last 2 seasons. All right. Development. Anything for Dig? Ooh, a chance for Werner to lose the K-Neglector trade, so that's awesome. We were just talking about that. Nothing for Dig. Let's go ahead and see if Felix does not gain the K-Collector. Horace with some boosts here. He's an A-. Kai gains bad jumps, but he's already slow. That's fine. He gets a boost to arm. That's fine. Virginberg gains the accuracy, but doesn't get the K-Neglector trait out. He is now an A. Hi, Terrell. And Sakta gets his 1 contact. He is 98, 98, 98, 99, and then 60, which is really funny. All right. Set the lineup for the Crocs game. This will be a big matchup in the season. Dig in the 8 spot. Let's see. 9 for 37. How does he do against Gem Qualita? We lose 7-6 in extra innings, so a tough matchup there. I'm sorry, Werner, but I have to drop your loyalty versus Sakta's here. All right. We'll sim ahead to our next game. We're 11 games in, only 5 left. And let's see how did Dig do. 9 for 37, 10 for 41. So he hits the double digits for hits. He went 1 for 4. Looks like he might have had a double there. He might have struck out a couple of times as well. 11 strikeouts on the season. Only 1 walk. It's been a weird season for Dig. All right. Development. Anything? Yep, more development for Dig. Power and arm. We'll come back to that one. Actually, we'll go to it right now. So we're 11 games in, right? Yep, 11 games in. And Dig's next development. Let's see. This one's going to be 170,000 flat. And let's see, intermittent fasting, eat nothing at all so that you can eat everything at once. This is probably planning for that road trip flight where he gets the pie in the sky. So he's kind of just planning around his flights. Let's see if we can get some extra arm and some extra power. We definitely get the power. Can we get the boosted arm? So +2 arm, +1 power, up to 24. Doesn't get the bonus 2, so he's at 71 there. So +2 arm, +1 power. Intermittent fasting seems to be helping a little bit. He is getting better, but it's slowly but surely. Skylar McFarland just gained stimulated, and that's at tier 3, so that's a big boost for him. Rosario gains some extra speed. Gertie does not gain any bonuses there, and that's it. All right. Next game is against Norm Phenomeno. He's been pitching well this year, and we will clear things out. Dig in the 8th spot, 10 for 41. Let's see, how does he do? We lose again, so we get swept by the Crocs. I'm going to drop Shigatani here. I'll drop Tyler because he just lost his trait. And I'll boost Perry. Sure, why not? All right, so I'm ahead to the next game. We're at 5 and 7. And let's see, how did he do? He was 10 for 41. He doesn't get a hit. He goes 0 for 3. He does not get any walks. He does not get any sacrifices. Nothing notable there. 10 for 44 now. All right, development. Plus 11 accuracy for Brian. Again, that's like the 3rd or 4th double-digit boost from a random. And the only one that happened this year for Dig was -2 speed. So frustrating. Nothing for Dig this time around. Play avoids the base jogger. Shigitani just gained contact and got rid of her easy target trait. She's a B. No falls behind for Felix. Does not lose K Collector for Horace. Losing bad jumps here after gaining it, and he gets +3 arm as well. He's an A-. And Kai Fury is a really interesting catching prospect. All right. Game 13 of the season. Set the lineup. Dig is 10 for 44. See what he does against the Buzzards with Hiro Masano on the mound. A good chance for us to get a win here. And we win 3-2. Let's see if Dig had anything to do with that. Gosh, there's so many of these. All right. Let's see, how did Dig do? He was 10 for 44. Did he not start in that game? Oh, you know what that means. We're going to have to get rid of somebody. He did not start in game 13. Despite us, I set the lineup. Did I just not see him in there, or was he in there and it changed? But you know what that means. I'm going to have to get rid of Rosario because he started at shortstop. Hate to do this to you, man, but you can't take Dig's time on the field. We need a third baseman that does not have shortstop as an alternative option in the backup spot. That's a shame. Hate to do it to you. Oh, and I guess we need a scholarly, so dang it. Is that our only option? It is. There's somebody that can play third. We have Grunt Manley. I could bring him in. Oh, no, again, I need us. Jesus. I guess if I do Tip Tapler, for example, I would keep the scholarly. He would play second, and Shigatani could play third. Why not? Yeah, that's what you get for trying to steal Dig's place in the lineup. Yeah, that'll have Shigatani covering third base, and between Adoya and Tapler, they'll be at second base. Dig will be the only player that can go cover shortstop. So, yeah, that works. Okay, so since that game ended, what happened here? Development for Bergenberg. Chance to lose K Neglector. And anything for Dig. +2 fielding for Terrell. Sakta getting a boost in his arm. Nothing else for Dig here. I'm wanting at least one more boost before the end of the season. A curveball for Felix. He has developed really well so far on the team. Nothing there for Gertie. No bonus there for Sakta. Bergenberg still holding on to that Kane Neglector trait. And that's it. Oh my god, I did it again. Blowfish and Sawteeth. Another Sawteeth game. That's funny. If it's one for the record books, we won't know because we're simulating past it. Sorry about that, everyone. And my urgency to try and speed things up, I forgot to simulate to the next game. Oh, we're still okay on time. I wish these videos would go a little bit quicker, but I don't know if I can speed up any efficiency and not skip anything. So, all right. Now we're at this game against the Nemesis, who are not having a great season. But the lineup... Oh, hell yeah. Dig is juiced. He's currently 10 for 44, so I'm hoping big game for Dig here. Let's do it. Nothing. We win 3-1. Let's see if Dig had anything to do with that one. Alright, let's see. Simulate to the next game. We have 2 games left, and it's back-to-back games before the end of the season. Let's see what Dig did. 10 for 44. He went 1 for 3. Just a single. So he didn't really take advantage of the juiced mojo. Or, I mean, fitness, so that's unfortunate. Alright. Can we get one more development for Dig before the end of the season here? Nothing happening here. Let's go ahead and clear these out. Okay. Bonus power for Kai Terrell. Alright, that's all of those. We'll set the lineup here. Dig is 11 for 47. Let's see how he does against a juiced pitcher. We lose 6-4. We'll do Tapler here. Alright. Let's see. Dig was 11 for 47. 11 for 50. So didn't do anything in that one. He didn't strike out or anything. Nothing notable there. Development. Can we get something for Dig here? Yes, we got Professional Photographer, which is one of the best ones to get. So we're going into game 16. We get one more development here. There's a chance for an extra one and another PDO, a random roll as well to happen. So this one's going to cost us 514. This now becomes the most expensive development that we've paid for Dig, and it's Professional Photographer. Image is everything, especially images of the opposing team's game plan. So that's what Dig is trying to do. See if he can get an advantage. Maybe he's getting a little extra special scouting of the pitcher that they're going to be facing next time. +2 power, contact, and a chance for bonus power and contact. We could really use this. Oops, I pushed the wrong button. Let's go Dig. Let's get some extra stuff here. Plus bonus power. Okay, so +4 power for the big man. And plus bonus contact. No, we don't get it. So +2 contact. That's all right. Power is his weakest attribute. So that's a big boost where we needed it. And that he's still a C. But boy, the improvement is pretty substantial here. Very exciting to see him develop quite a lot. We'll come to a recap here before the end of the episode. Just clear out the rest of these. Ooh, Sanders just got Little Hack. McFarland gets bonus power. Okay, and Brian gets some extra velocity there. He's getting really good. All right, last game of the season against the Jacks. Can we finish on a high note? Dig bumps up to 7 in the order. Trey Mondo at 6. Dig is 11 for 50. So let's see if he can get at least... Actually, let me check his career out. So he had 13 hits last year. He had 15 hits the year prior. See if we can get a big hit day here before the end of the season. Let's simulate. Nice game of the season for Dig. He gets a 2 RBI single. Holy moly, we win 9-1, so we go 8-8 on the season. I don't think that's enough to make it to the playoffs. We'll drop Brian here, unfortunately. And Simon Sanders. All right. Before we start the playoffs, I almost just clicked sim ahead like I normally do. All right, let's see. He had 11 hits. He went 13, or he has 13 hits, so he had a 2-hit day. He had 2 RBIs, putting him at 6 total. It was just 2 singles. No strikeouts there. So he finishes the season 13 for 55, which I think that's the most at-bats he's had. Yeah, 55 at-bats, and he played 1 less game than he did in season 2. More opportunities, I guess. Definitely not as productive as season 2. That's by far his best season, as he had a 10-game hitting streak to start the year. But still pretty good. Total base-wise, he had 2 doubles. He had a walk, which was very low compared to his last couple of seasons. Sacrifice fly and a sacrifice bunt. He struck out less in more at-bats this season, so that's promising. 4 runs scored and 6 RBIs, so he has continued to increase that RBI total. So that's Dig's statistics to end the season. Let's go ahead and see if we can get one more development for him before the season's over. No luck there. So we'll clear out all of these really quick, just because we have the room for it. So we'll do that. We'll do this. Okay. Okay. And Diggs, or, man, look at Sakta. 98 contact is the only thing that's not maxed out. Except for that arm. Excellent. Okay, so before, I guess we'll quick sim the playoffs because we aren't able to make the playoffs. Oh, we did make it. Whoopsie. Okay. I will sim through this really quick just because I'm not gonna watch any of these games. I guess if we make it all the way, then I will be mindful of that. But let's just see. First game. Gosh, I didn't anticipate this. So Diggs in the lineup. We lose 6-5. The Crocs were killing us all year long. Dig in the playoffs went 2 for 4 with 2 singles and 2 strikeouts. So a great game in the playoffs for Dig. I think they made it in year 1, so we can also peek and see how well he did last year, or that first year in the playoffs. Ooh, I almost simulated. I don't think I have to keep setting this lineup. I think it'll automatically do it. Dig is the only one that can play short, so I'm going to skip that step going forward here. We lose 4-2. We're at risk of being swept. Let's see if Dig did anything. He was 2 for 4, and he went, oh my gosh, 2 for 3 in that game. 2 more singles, and no strikeouts, so he has been productive, batting .571 so far. He has not been the reason we've lost these games. Let's simulate the next one. We lose 4-2, so we get swept in the playoffs once again. Again, we aren't competitive. I'm surprised we actually made the playoffs. And Dig had an 0-4 day, unfortunately, with 2 strikeouts. So tough end to the season for the Overdogs, and actually ends up being the Crocs that go all the way. They sweep the Sirloins in the finals to get their championship. And overall, let's take a look at Dig to finish this game. We will do the decision on his re-sign phase before we end the video. So overall, he had 13 hits, tied for last season, second best season he's had overall hit-wise, 6 RBIs, a .518 OPS, very low, only better than his first season. 15 total bases, 2 doubles, 1 walk. That number was down. In the playoffs, he was only 1 for 10 in the first year, and here in year 4, he goes 4 for 11. So all singles, but he was productive in the playoffs, which is the only thing you can ask for from him. Production-wise, development-wise, he lost 2 speed on a random roll back after game 5, but we had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 development opportunities that we paid for this season. He gained the stimulated trait after game 7, so about halfway through the season, and that bumped him up to a C rating. He had pretty substantial boosts to his power and contact ratings this season. I'm going to accumulate all of those, and I'll tell you at the beginning of the next video, just because I don't want to do all the math, and I want to be mindful of time as we're getting close to the end of this episode. So to finish things off, let's go ahead, peek at league leaders really quick for the regular season. Actually, was Dig in any of these? I don't think he was. No, but it was worth trying. Oh shoot, sorry. Regular season, JDL Tyler goes into the top 6, or number 6 in the top 10. Filet Jones had seven home runs, the most of the year. Sakta was 16 RBIs, a couple of percentage appearances there. Filet with 9 extra base hits. Sakta 6 stolen bases, tied for second. Filet runs scored. Tyler, Brian, Heimlich. Love to see the pitchers in the top 10 categories here. We can talk a little bit more about that next time, but to finish this off, the last thing I'm going to do is the decision for Dig. So he is worth, he's currently getting paid 2.0. He's worth 3.9. He's asking for 3.2. I'm going to give him the re-sign, so 1.2 million more. He has earned it this year. And that's the only one I'm going to do right now. The rest I will do in the in between this video and the next. Let me know if you have any thoughts about how Dig's career has gone. What do you think about gaining that stimulated trait? If you have any ideas for how you want these videos to be structured, I'd love to hear that feedback in the comments below. If you've been enjoying the content, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of these, which we are posting every Saturday on the channel. And I encourage you to check out the rest of the content that you see on the channel as well. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.